Hi everyone, my name is Kyle Merrill. I am the owner and operator of Planter Boxin. So let's jump right into what Planter Boxin is. The product I do is mini planter boxes. I love to make these because they're quick and easy to make. They're pretty fun. They're fun to have around your home. They're perfect for indoor plants. So I'm really targeting those people that like to have plants in their homes or around their homes year round. In really cold or really hot climates, that can be really difficult. So here in Rexburg, if people want to have a garden per se, that's pretty difficult because of the harsh winter climates. So, with these planter boxes, you're able to bring some of those plants inside, allow your house to be green, have those plants growing all year round. The wood I use to produce the boxes is pine wood. I use pine wood because it's really cheap, it's really easy to get, but it's also easy to use on my side as the manufacturer of these, and then they're easy to stain. They have a nice grain in them, so when you stain them, the grain really pops. There's nice contrast. And then great things for the consumer is that they're lightweight and they're durable. The weight, just means that they're not going to get too damaged or damage anything else. And then after they've been stained and finished, they're extremely durable products, so they'll last a lifetime. Like I mentioned, they're mini planter boxes, so they're pretty small. The large box measures about 5.5 inches wide, and that's also 5.5 inches deep and 4 inches tall. And then the small box measures about 4 inches wide and 4 inches deep, and then that 3.25 inches tall. So they're definitely meant for smaller plants. As you can see here in my examples, I've kind of got some cactus or just a small grass plant growing in those ones. And yeah. So the stain options that I offered to the customer was a dark walnut, kind of a darker brown color, a red mahogany that in this picture isn't so great, but it kind of pops. The grain in the wood pops and contrasts well with the rest of the wood. And then everyone knows that whitewashed and just white in general is in style these days, so I offered a simple white. So whenever someone ordered, this was custom to their wants and their needs. They were able to choose whatever stain options they needed. And then I did two-tone on a few boxes that allowed them to choose two stains, just to customize it even more. So the production of the boxes, it took only about 30 minutes to make a small box. Once I got them figured out, obviously the first one took a little longer, but once I got into the production phase of it, it took about 30 minutes for the small and 45 minutes for the large. The tools I used were mostly a miter saw, a jointer sander, nail gun, and then stain rag and gloves to get the staining done. Um, this wasn't too bad. I had all of these tools already, so there wasn't too much investment in needed besides the wood. Um, and then the cost to make these is the small box costs only about $3 to produce, and the large box costs $5. Like I mentioned previously, pine wood is really cheap. As you can see here now, that's a pretty low production cost for me. So the retail, the small box I was selling for $10, large box was sold for $15. And that was to local people, and then if shipping was necessary, the consumer just paid for those shipping charges because shipping can vary so much depending on where you live, where you're buying from. So the profits, which we all want to know about mostly, is the small box I was making about $7, so about $14 an hour if I, accounted for my 30 minutes that took me to make them. And then the large box was $10 that I made. And again, about $13 accounting for the 45 minutes it took me to make them. And that's all I wanted to show you about planter boxing. Thank you.